Rachael Kirkconnell is finally opening up about the emotional reasons behind her breakup with Matt James, revealing that after 4 years together, Matt just didn't see a future with her. During her appearance on The Call, Her Daddy podcast, Rachael shared a heartfelt conversation where Matt told her that he didn't feel ready to propose and wasn't sure if he ever would. It's a painful realization, especially after so much time spent together, but Rachael came to terms with it, saying that if Matt didn't feel ready for a lifetime commitment, it was better to part ways than to continue in uncertainty. While their breakup was shocking to fans, Rachael admitted that she knew in her heart it was time to let go when Matt confessed he didn't see her as his perfect person. Though the split blindsided fans, Rachael insists it wasn't about infidelity, and she's now focusing on protecting her peace and moving forward. In a candid moment, Rachael shared that it was a difficult conversation, but ultimately, Matt's decision was a blessing in disguise. After 4 years, Rachael believes that if he wasn't ready for a proposal, then their relationship had reached its natural end. Despite the heartbreak, she's staying strong and reflecting on the lessons learned, with no plans for reconciliation. What's next for Rachael? She's taking time to heal and explore what she wants from a future partner while protecting her peace and making herself a priority. Rachael Kirkconnell recently opened up about the reason behind her split from Matt James, offering some insight into what led to the end of their relationship. During her appearance on The Call, Her Daddy podcast, which premiered on January 28, Rachael shared that Matt told her there were certain qualities about her that made him unsure of their future together. According to Rachael, Matt admitted that he had come to a difficult realization. He felt that after being in a relationship for so long, by that point, he should have been ready to propose, but he wasn't. Matt explained that he didn't see himself marrying Rachael and that he couldn't picture proposing to her, despite the deep connection they had. He told her that he was worried she would end up resenting him if he didn't make the commitment of marriage, so he thought it was better to end things rather than waste more time. It was a hard pill for Rachael to swallow, especially since only a few days prior, Matt had expressed how much he cared about her. Rachael explained that she didn't think it was fair to be in a relationship for 4 years and still feel unsure about the future, especially when they both knew each other so well. She pointed out that by that point in their relationship, if Matt didn't feel ready for marriage, it was likely not a good sign. Rachael also revealed that Matt acknowledged her many great qualities, telling her she was beautiful, smart, and funny, but still believed that he wasn't the one for her. She explained that it was difficult to hear because just days before, Matt was saying the opposite, making her feel blindsided. Rachael shared that Matt told her she would find someone who loved her for who she was, even though it wasn't going to be him. It was a tough and emotional conversation for Rachael, but she came to terms with it by realizing that they weren't on the same page when it came to the long-term future of their relationship. In a video posted by the Instagram gossip account Do Moi, Rachael briefly addressed her breakup with Matt for the first time in public, revealing how unprepared she felt for the situation. She admitted that it was a shock to her, and she was simply taking it one day at a time. The split was something she had not been ready for, and she said that more details about the breakup would likely come out in time. Rachael made it clear that she wanted to speak about the split on her own terms, which is why she chose to open up about it during her Call Her Daddy podcast appearance. While Rachael was still processing everything, she made it known that she was prioritizing her peace and focusing on healing. She also took the opportunity to address rumors about infidelity, denying that it had been a factor in their breakup. Rachael clarified that the split wasn't due to cheating and that, moving forward, she didn't see any possibility of getting back together with Matt. Matt had publicly announced the breakup on January 16, sending shockwaves through Bachelor Nation, especially after the couple had been together for 4 years. In his social media post, Matt shared a heartfelt message asking for strength to help both of them heal from the pain of the breakup. He expressed his hope that they would both find peace about their decision to end the relationship and thanked their friends and family for their support. The message also included a prayer for both of them to find comfort and joy despite the end of their relationship. While the announcement was surprising, Rachael's conversation on the podcast provided more context about the difficult decision that led to their separation. She explained that while they had a strong connection, they just weren't on the same path when it came to their future together, and it ultimately became clear that they were no longer meant to be. As Rachael shared more details about her relationship with Matt, she also reflected on the emotional toll the breakup took on her. She described the difficulty of coming to terms with the reality of the situation, especially after so many years together. Rachael admitted that it wasn't easy hearing Matt's decision to end things, but she understood his perspective. She acknowledged that relationships sometimes don't work out, even when there's a strong connection, and that was the case for her and Matt. The fact that he couldn't see a future with her, despite the time they spent together, was something that deeply affected her. However, Rachael found strength in the belief that their relationship wasn't meant to last forever, and she knew that she would eventually be okay. As much as she cherished the memories and experiences they had together, she realized it was time to let go and focus on her own well-being. Throughout the podcast interview, Rachael also touched on the importance of self-growth and reflection in the aftermath of the breakup. She spoke about how the end of a relationship can often be a catalyst for personal growth, as it forces individuals to take a closer look at themselves and their lives. For Rachael, this was an opportunity to learn more about who she is and what she truly wants moving forward. She made it clear that while the breakup was painful, she wasn't allowing herself to dwell on it. Instead, she was focusing on her career, her passions, and, most importantly, taking care of herself. Rachael recognized that she had the power to shape her future and that this chapter in her life was just one of many to come. Despite the challenges she faced after the breakup, Rachael also expressed gratitude for the support system around her. She mentioned how her family and friends had been incredibly supportive throughout the whole process, helping her stay grounded and focused on what truly mattered. Rachael noted that she was thankful for the lessons she had learned from her time with Matt, including the importance of communication, mutual respect, and understanding in a relationship. She emphasized how important it was for her to have these qualities in a future partner, someone who would be ready to commit to her in the same way she was willing to commit to them. While she was still healing, Rachael felt optimistic about what the future held and the possibility of finding someone who was truly aligned with her values and vision for life. As the interview came to a close, Rachael acknowledged that the public nature of her breakup with Matt had made the whole experience even more challenging. Being in the public eye meant that their relationship and its end had been scrutinized by countless people, and that added a layer of pressure. However, Rachael expressed gratitude for the platform that allowed her to share her story on her own terms, without being forced into the spotlight by others. She made it clear that while she was navigating a difficult personal journey, she was committed to doing so in a way that respected her privacy and peace of mind. Rachael hoped that by sharing her experience, she could inspire others who were going through similar situations to prioritize their own healing and self-care. With a newfound sense of strength and clarity, Rachael was determined to move forward, embracing the future with an open heart and a positive mindset.